Hello and welcome back to Journey Through Eorzea. As always, I am your host, Man with Hat, Tiberius Fox. We just witnessed Gosetsu get himself arrested to save people, and it kind of didn't pan out. Well, I mean, it kind of panned out. He did it, but then she didn't seem like, Yatsuyu didn't seem like she was super upset about it. Gonna give a brief shout out. A friend of mine got online. Remember how I always say I have one friend, and then we went back to that thing, and I pointed out that so we got this guy, Kiranos Dorifoyo. Much to my dismay, he disappeared, and I have not seen him since the day I made friends with him. So, I don't know. Apparently, it didn't pan out. But who I did see, not but 5 minutes ago, was Sophia Blade. I was gonna go and log off and transfer servers so I could go say hello because I haven't seen her in months. I'm guessing it's because of, by the way, Evercold. I think it's what it's called, news. So if you're interested in that, but yeah, props. Shout out to Sophia Blade on Sargatanas, my old neighbor, who is the coolest person I've ever met in this game, hands down, no question. So, Sophia, if you ever see this, you're cool, and don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. Anyway, with that out of the way, Alice wants to talk about something, and we're in the area of pirates, so let's figure out what that's going to be like.
It would seem we have found a Confederate settlement, mayhaps even their headquarters, judging by the size of the place. So Gosetsu bade us seek out the Confederacy for aid and succor, the selfsame Confederacy that refuses to openly oppose the Empire. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained, I suppose. At the very least, they're unlikely to ask us for the tithe.
Alright, so... I mean, the thing is, with the pirate guys, like, I don't know what you want to say. They clearly want to oppose, but the problem is, do they want to put a big target on their back? And I don't think they do. Is it the same guy? Did he already get to this island? Did we go in a big circle? No, this isn't a big circle. He's just here. He's got purple hair. That's sad. Alright. What wind brings you hither, of all places? Were you not bound for Othar's shores? Some stuff happened, and it wasn't the best. I see. I trust you have not forgotten our previous conversation on the subject. No? Then what do you want? A second opinion? Very well. Come with me. I will take you to the captain, Rasho. Yes, take me to the Captain Rasho. I will take being taken to the Captain Rasho.
Just like that? An audience with their leader? How very accommodating. We must needs choose our words carefully. You leave it to me. I've always been good with people, and this will give me a chance to use the Eastern greeting they showed me in Revenant's Toll.
Oh, is this when we would normally unlock the Eastern greeting? So while we're walking up there, big news with the Evercold thing. That's a really dumb name. I'm just gonna say that out front. Like I don't know. There's so many. I saw some other like hypothetical names for the next expansion that they thought it was gonna be a cold place, like Blind Frost and stuff. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, right? Blind Frost, yeah. Evercold is like, I don't know. That's just not a good name. It's just not a good name. I don't know what to say. All right, let's see what this guy wants, or what we can do with this guy.
Greetings. You must be Rasho, leader of the Confederacy, and so on. I realize this is all a bit sudden, but the thing is, we have a little favor to ask. Oh gods, I've probably broken half a dozen rules in Far Eastern etiquette already. Well, I'm sorry about that, but you have to understand that we're in a hurry, so I'm gonna stop talking now.
She's like, was so ready to do it, and then just like fumbled it. Men who revere manners and tradition can be found the world over, but not here. Your candor is appreciated. Speak your heart. Oh, he seems like a chill dude. He's also got impeccably coiffed hair. Yeah, we need your help doing stuff and other stuff. Gosetsu, a former leader of the rebellion. I know of him. Why he bade you petition us for aid or succor, however, I know not. At the risk of repeating myself, the joy in the Confederacy is to renounce all other ties. We are beholden to none, allied with none. Oh, I accidentally looked away for a second and I missed that. I am sorry. Hopefully you can go back and pause and read that. I'm sorry. The Garleans have too long maintained the presence in the region, and we would be fools to break the peace, fragile as it is. Besides, you are capable warriors, yes? With guile and preparation, you can surely resolve this matter yourselves.
This imperative?
I always fumble this.
It is imperative that our presence here remain secret for as long as possible. If for us to openly engage the Imperials at this time would endanger everything we have come here to achieve.
You have told us why you cannot fight. Now why we should join the fight in your stead. If you would speak to me of lives saved, I would speak to you of slaughter. How many will die when the pretense is lost and the Guardians declare war on the Confederacy? Hate is a luxury we cannot afford. You are free to come and go as you please, but you will receive no further aid.
Thank you for your hospitality. If you would, please excuse us.
You know, I got a text, and I looked over for a second, and when I wasn't paying attention, I like, looked away. And I was like, and I went back, and I was like, oh no, I pushed A twice. So yeah, if you missed that one piece of dialogue, and it is very important to you, I think we got the basic gist, though. But if, you know, if you want, go ahead and, you know, go back and pause and see what it was.
Hey, Tiberius, I know that didn't go well, but I'm not prepared to give up on them yet. Gosetsu told us to come here for a reason. He must have believed we could convince them to help us. We just have to work out how. My thoughts exactly. I am glad to hear we're in the same mind. 'Tis little wonder they refused. We have done naught to persuade them. The real work begins now. We need to learn more about the Confederacy, what their needs and weaknesses are. Once we know that, we will know how to earn their trust.
Alright. I mean, it's not a bad idea. Let's jump off here and break my legs. What do you say? I want to break my legs. Alright, only slightly. Like, twisted my ankle, maybe. Alright, we got some twinkly twinkles over here. Let's see. Arms crate. Not only we got a lot of weapons, the arms and armor have been piled up haphazardly. That displays no signs of recent use or maintenance. Alright. And it looks like the other one's this way. It's this way? Yeah, pro tip if you're ever recording anything on your own, make sure you, like, don't try and have a conversation with somebody and then expect them not to talk to you. That's that guy named Bankai. This guy, wait, he's got a couple of dudes in their underwear? Yeah, okay, dude. Anyway, no, it's like you talking to somebody and then you expect them to reply to you right away, but then they do reply to you right away. I don't see any. Oh no, it is up there. Okay. You bamboozled me. You have gotten me again. Let's see. Narashiro. Take an interest in the ship? Huh, good eye. There's not much to look at now, but once upon a time she was a beauty. The Confederacy favors flotillas of smaller ships to capture and board errant vessels. A larger one like the Sekibune only take part in major engagements. Not that we've had any of those recently, what with the Imperial bastards throwing their weight around. If it wasn't for them, well, no use moaning about what you can't change, eh? So it sounds like they are kind of getting stagnant because they're getting throttled by the Garleans, and they're not getting anywhere. And that sounds like it's getting even worse. They need a Bankai. They need Ichigo to show up with a Bankai that would help them out. But, yeah, so I'm guessing that they're not really getting anywhere, and as a result, like, we need to, like, kind of stir in them, like, look, you're either gonna, like, fade into irrelevancy and die off at it with a whimper, or you can go out swinging, is what I'm gonna guess. Alright, a number of crates and barrels have been stored here. On closer inspection, however, the most are empty. They're also running out of supplies because they can't pirate very good, so they don't have anything. Alright. Let's see. Alright. I go back up and talk. There was one to climb stairs. Make me worse, I could have to climb that thing. Although I'm not really like, you can see like little windows and stuff in it. I don't know what the practicality of the heaven on high is. Someone built this tower into the heavens for no particular reason. I can only imagine what it's made out of, since it can support its own weight.
Had a good look around. Then we just need to wait for Lise.
You got it.
Sorry to keep you waiting, but I wanted to talk to as many people as I could. It's just as Tansui said, they have no intention of standing up to Yatsuyu. I don't know if you two got a different impression.
In the right circumstances, they might help us. I think the situation is coming to a head. I would say that.
I agree. It's very obvious they are struggling to survive, and they blame the Imperials for their recent troubles. Even if we do nothing, it is inevitable that they will come into conflict with the Empire sooner or later, and deep down they all know it. The only thing holding them back at the moment is the belief that they lack the strength to survive the coming war. So we need to prove to them that they're not all talk, that we can be valuable allies in the fight.
Having two girl voices at the same time is absolutely brutal.
And what better way to demonstrate our worth than by seeking out people with mundane problems and offering them our expert assistance?
Wow, that's fantastic. Just laying a lantern on that one.
Wouldn't be the first time we've had to earn someone's trust by helping them out with that, or with this and that, and you know it won't be the last. I'll look around the west end of Onokoro. You two take the east. Good luck.
Let's see. Let's see. You learn the Eastern Bow? I use Eastern Bow all the time. That is my, like, go-to, like, quick, because E-Bow is just remember, like, easy to remember. And it's a fancy gesture.
Kami, take me. What kind of pirate cannot suffer the sway of the ocean? A new recruit from far-flung shores? Listen well, I have a task for you. Go first to Akumo below and receive him medicine for the men of the earth. Then the quickscape pier and hapless Doman bemoaning his wretched fate. Quickly.
I have no idea what she's talking about, but we're gonna do it. We're doing chores. But, I don't know. It's not that bad, I guess. It's just like, one thing about Final Fantasy XIV I don't understand is why they insist on, constantly, like, giving you random chores to do. I don't understand. Come with the best of Ikfumi for medicine. My very best is yours for the taking. How pitiful the lot of this Doman, unable to stomach the sea. A true confederate could raid a dozen ships while in his cups. I don't know what that means. Mayhap this one should return whence he came. Alright. But yeah, I don't understand. Like, they just always want you to do chores for some reason. It's like, they're like, oh yeah, we gotta gain their trust. I prefer the, okay, you want to gain their trust, and then it's like, you go and do some big overarching gesture, like, oh, there was this dungeon that was, a problem, and then we proceeded to clear the dungeon or the trial and kill the primal or whatever, and that's how you do it. I don't mind doing chores on occasion, but we're in Stormblood now, and I've been doing this for a while. Doing little errands and chores for people is like a common thing. But maybe it's just because I'm doing it back to back to back and it feels like I'm doing it a lot. I don't know. Oh, why does it shift and shudder still? Medicines? Give them here. They may look down on me for resorting to such measures, but I would go ought to render the world stable and motionless once more. You are kind, as is Ifumi. You may tell her that I return to my duties as soon as I am able. I respect it. Not everyone's built for the seas, you know what I mean? You want to be a pirate, but you can't live the pirate life, you know what I mean? Alright, so in lieu of the fact that, and since we can fly, we are going to fly with our super whale. Alright. Okay. Did I miss? Oh, that's right, she's right here.
The Doman was raised in the mountains of his homeland. The first time he saw the sea was after he fled his homeland and came to us. He tosses and turns in his sleep, and when he wakes to take to the water, it is not long before he can no longer stand. But he will grow accustomed to this life. He is hardly the first, after all. The captain, too, was once of Doma, though he cast all aside 25 years ago when the Imperials took his lands and the lives of his parents and brothers. Perhaps you, too, will renounce your ties and join us someday? Aye, I mistook you for a recruit before, but I know the tale now. Tansui unfolded it all. Think of my offer, Westerner. You may find small joys in the land, but the sea holds salvation.
I do appreciate the dialogue in here. It's pretty good. Anyway, so while we're doing this, I'll talk more about it. So, I only saw a little bit of the live letter, whatever thing from the FanFest or whatever. I think it's FanFest, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not, as I've described before, I'm not, like, big into the fan club for Final Fantasy XIV. I like the game. I enjoy the experience, but, like, the people in it are not really for me, necessarily. With that said, as I said before, Evercold, not a great name as far as things go. And then it sounds like people are pretty upset about this. Well, okay, it's a mixed bag. We'll get to that in a second.
You strike me as a strong and capable individual. I have a job for you, Westerner, if you're courageous as well. On the beach far to the west lies the carcass of a gyuki, feathered with arrows. I would have you go there and retrieve those which may still be of use. While you are about it, I should be glad if you were to butcher its tail for meat. Very good meat is gyuki tails, you know. But I did say to you it would need to be courageous, sword, and I meant it. The beast was young. Do not be surprised if an angry mother mourns its child.
Alright. Anyway. Yeah, no, so the name is bad, and then like I said, people are kind of mixed bag. People have been griping for a long time about the fact that they keep making the game easier and simpler and like making the combos easier. And my understanding is the big problem is that people are talking about like, hey, listen, how many more attacks can we really add? You know, we put some stuff in, we take it out, and it's like it kind of like it dumbs things down like to a degree because you can only do so much. So their whole thing is they're gonna do like an evolved version of your class, which I'm really not 100% sure what that means in the grand scheme. But everything, I haven't seen it shown yet. I don't know if the footage was going to be out later, and that was like hours ago when I saw it. But let's go ahead and let's get in here. Oh, yeah, we'll fight this guy. But yeah, so it was going to be out later, and it was like people, from what I was understanding, the problem was that the evolved classes were just like less buttons, and for people that have been complaining for like literal years about the fact that the game is getting simpler, them making a version of the classes where like there are less buttons. And then my understanding is like between the evolved and like the reborn classes, so the reborn's like your classic classes, right? The evolved ones are like slightly stronger. And the problem is, a lot of people are saying, and rightly so, that if you do that... Oh, wait, did I miss something? I must have missed... Oh, sorry. I forgot to get the tail for me. Gotta go back. That's fine. We're talking anyway. But no, so the problem then being that the buttons are easier, and you're making the combat even simpler, like you're stacking up combat to do that. And I understand, like, you're trying to make it simpler or whatever, but, like, if you keep dumbing everything down, you're ruining all the complexity of the game. You know, I don't know what the solution is 100%. Other people that are, like, more involved than me have better answers. But I gotta say, it doesn't sound super good to me. But, you know, a time will tell. I have to see it in action. But anyway, what they were saying was if you do a thing where, like, it's slightly stronger, that means every party finder that anyone has, someone's going to say evolved classes only, please, and things like that. And so if you're not playing evolved classes, then you're going to be ostracized from any party finder group of any sort of content that is of any challenge whatsoever, right? And I don't think that's a net positive for the game, and I don't know how someone like Yoshi P can do it and be like, oh yeah, well, it totally works, no problem. I don't see a problem with it at all. And so I don't know. I'm very much on the fence about the whole thing. It's just, I'm not sure what to say. You know what I mean? But what I do know is people are very on the fence. Some people are saying, yep, that's it. It's all over, right? Other people are saying, oh no, it sounds cool. There are a lot of things they've talked about are good. So it seems like a very 50-50 thing from what I've seen. You have been away for some time. Perhaps you can search for the young Yuki corpse? Yes, I did. I see I did not misjudge you. Thank you for your help. Would that I would have tended to my own kill, but such is life. A pity the meat is not as delicious as it is nutritious. Under normal circumstances, we would not bother hunting Yuki as game. But as you may have heard, these are not normal circumstances. Arrows too must be reused when possible. A prudent measure become necessary, alas. With every passing day, our future grows more uncertain. But this day we shall have our full bellies, and in that we must take solace. And wayward travelers need not risk the ire of vengeful Yuki by wandering near my neglected kill. Yep. A strange sigh passes your lips. Have I said something odd? No matter. Thank you again for your aid. Alright. So yeah, no, it just sounds like the new expansion thing they're talking about. Like, again, I really hope maybe they think about renaming that. It's just not a good name for it, but they probably won't. But it's whatever. You there. Ah, you. Have you seen a bumbling clod of Ara, a new recruit I ordered to patrol the northern edge of Onokoro? He is late in returning.
A strange boy he was, quiet and brooding, reluctant to speak unless spoken to first. Better than a fool who never holds his tongue, perhaps. Much as I would enjoy dragging him back by the ear, I cannot. Duty compels me to remain. You, on the other hand, have no such obligations.
In other words, go find that dude. So yeah, my last whole thing is, I'm like, I've only seen a little bit of it, but I don't know. It's coming out in January of next year, which feels like not that long and also an eternity away. But, oh, there's some sparkly sparkles. But yeah, no, it's just like, after Dawn Trail and the fumble that was Dawn Trail, I really think they gotta, cast your Confederate recruit, but see no one matching his description. Okay. But yeah, they really need a slam dunk, like home run, and people are very mixed about it. But because for various reasons, they absolutely dropped the ball on Dawn Trail, and it's like I would love to see the game go back to being good. I still enjoy it, but you cast about a Confederate recruit, but see no one matching description. I mean, if you really want to boil it down, like, a large part of the reason this series exists is because they keep changing the game and taking stuff out of it and trying to redo it and turn it into something else. There's talk of them maybe doing another Realm Reborn type thing, and it's like, it's the whole point, right? So, I don't know. You cast your Confederate recruit, spy a young Ari man lurking behind the rocks to the west. That would be this way, I guess. It's kind of northwest. But anyway, that's all I'll say about the new stuff. I just figured since I'm doing a series on Final Fantasy XIV, and there was new Final Fantasy XIV news today, that, that would be a logical thing to do. So, that's all I got to say about it for right now. Who are you? You don't look like a man of the Confederacy. I'm just a dude with a hat, Forgive me, 'twas but yesterday we bid farewell to one of our own, and I worried that she might have lost her way. We laid her to rest in a boat and pushed her out till the current claimed it, for the sea is our home, now and ever after. But those who sent thither with a burdened hearts may drift back to shore, it is said. Out of concern for her comrade, she strove to earn far more than her keep. She hunted rare and deadly game in treacherous waters, and lost her life for it. But my vigil is ended. Her vessel has not returned to Onokoro. She has made peace with this life, and placed her faith in us to live on. Alright. Well, that's the last little thing we gotta do. We've had story time, Final Fantasy news story time, so I usually have my rule where I don't fly until I've gone through an area all the way, but when we're just doing chores, I'm not especially feeling in the need of being super meticulous about that, because cutting the 2 minutes off of actually having to run around is not that bad. Is it that guy? Yep, there's that guy. Arana. So what of my recruit? Did you find him napping on the beach or some such? No, he was looking out for dead people. What? All this time he was standing watch for the funerary vessel? Huh. So rarely does he give voice to his thoughts. I had no idea our comrade's death had affected him so. Too quick was I to judge him. It is good that you went in my stead, else I might have misspoken and made a fool of myself. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude. What's he giving me? Well, he's not going to give me anything, because I already have all the things. Slipney. Oh, here's Eorzea. What's up, Eorzea? You've been busy, haven't you? And now that you're here to ask if you need help with anything, now that you mention it, lately we've had trouble with ravenous sharks that have been leaping out of the water and making off with our fish. Damnedest thing, I know, but I wouldn't be doubted if you saw it. We've got to cull the thieving bastards regularly, so happens I sent 3 of my mates out there before you came along. Still, the more the merrier. If you can kill 2 or so, that ought to be enough. Take a few of those rotting fish as bait. I'll not be needing them. Oh, and maybe see if you can't find the other group. They've been taking way longer than I like. Turns out they're all dead, and it's just like the movie Jaws for no reason at all. What am I looking for? Oh, there it is. Sun-ripened chum. Suddenly, plankton showed up from the chum bucket. That's right, I'm not above making SpongeBob references. Alright. It is beautiful out this way, though. The islands and the thing. The mushrooms are a bit weird. At least I think they're mushrooms. Really not 100% sure, but... So we got some squids, we got some, water sprites or whatever. I don't see the dudes. Oh wait, there's purple smoke. Purple smoke. Yep. Rotting fish at the purple smoke. What we got? Hiya. Lightning jutsu. Yes. Lightning jutsu again. Yeah. Kids don't know about being a ninja, you know what I mean? Keep thinking they're cool, but they're not cool. They're about as cool as this pink thing. I don't know why I have this thing in my roulette thing. It's not really a great mount. But, you know, it's like I look at it and I was just so kind of like stoked to get a new mount. And I was like, I got a new mount, look at this. That was like 2 years ago, right? So it's like, it's not that good. But you know, that's not the point. Alright. Lightning bolt. And then we'll finish them off with this. Yeah, that was cool. I like that. That little spinny do, like got like a minute cooldown or whatever, is pretty sick, I'm gonna be honest. Search for the industrious pirate. Well, that didn't really tell me anything. You over here somewhere? We'll serpent, we'll fly around, we'll save a little bit of time. Wait a minute. Oh wait, isn't this like a dungeon or something? This looks very familiar. I remember this. I remember fighting in here for some reason. The Coral Banquet, and then like over here, you got like a little bridge, and there's like a thing that, I don't know. I don't only vaguely remember that. But that's neither here nor there. Dual spin you. Oh wait, right here. Here we go. Industrious pirate. Is that a Reg Kojin? It looks like he's a big boy. Look how big that guy is. Here, we'll hit him at like a super one. Boom. Yeah. One with the Kasatsu. If I'm not mistaken, that's like stronger version, like whenever you use it. Oh, Kami be praised. I don't know what we would have done if it hadn't come along. My partners and I got separated when we fled. You haven't seen them, have you? No. Damn, before the Kojin started chasing us, their leader was asked if we were Doman. They're Yatsu's catchers, I know it. First Asari, and now this. I've got to tell Rasho and the others. Oh, now it's like... So that last bit, now we've got like, you know... Now it's like, oh, they're grabbing our people. And that's going to be like a straw that breaks the back. They're going to finally go, fine. It like forces their hand. They're already in a bad scenario, and now on top of that, they're grabbing their people. Yeah, that's not going to pan out very well. That's fine. You need the catalyst, you know what I mean? Must be up here. Yep, there's Eorzea and Lys.
Ah, there you are, Tiberius. I heard you went shark hunting? We did our fair share of beast culling, and though I think Lys made a stronger impression when she bested a drunken pirate in a sparring match. Fastest knockout to date, I'm told. I should like to think that we have proven ourselves rather... Why do I get the feeling we have something important to tell me?
Yeah, the Kojin are totally grabbing peeps.
Kojin mercenaries rounding up Doman Confederates? Surely Yatsuyu has crossed the line now. We must go speak with Rasho immediately. Even he cannot deny that this changes everything. At least, I should like to think that he cannot.
Alright, let's go talk to Rasho and his incredible do. Let's go talk. Let's go talk.
Our most compassionate acquaintances return. For your deeds, we owe you many thanks. But something tells me our thanks are not sufficient. The strange thing is, I was certain you understood our position. And yet here you are with that same look in your eyes, and those same words upon your lips, I'll wager.
You don't know the half of it. Wait till you hear the stunning information I have.
I speak only the truth. The Confederacy will not be spared Yatsuyu's wrath. You have always known this, that one day you would have no choice but to stand up to the Empire. I say to you that day is today, and come once more to ask that you join us in the fight.
How convenient that recent events should lend such credence to your claims. Tell me, do death and destruction always follow in your wake?
I mean, kinda, yeah. It's kinda how my life goes. But, I also, I'm all out of bubblegum, if you get my meaning.
They had no part in it, Tensui. You know this. We all know this. They came and took our Doman brothers. They will torture them for her sport. Murder them for her satisfaction. So we attack and get butchered for our trouble, or do naught and let them have their pound of flesh. If this be our choice, I say we suffer the ignominy. We endure. We survive. There is no better path.
Yeah, there is. It's called not being a wuss.
Until the day our enemy is grown weaker and we stronger, there can be no retribution. We will wait for a sign. Such is the judgment of the Confederacy.
So saith the commission, eh? Alright.
So that's it then. You're just going to abandon them to her. They'd die for you, you know, for the Confederacy. They would die for you, but you wouldn't even think to risk your lives for theirs.
Ooh, that must be some words. I don't think I'm gonna take kindly to that.
I have one last idea, if you will allow. I'm afraid it's not very good as ideas go. It's exceedingly reckless, in fact, and you may well come to despise me for ever having suggested it. Assuming we survive, that is. The question being, do you trust me?
Well, considering you look just like Alphino and you constantly are putting, saying sassy things that are getting you in trouble, of course I trust you. I have no reason not to. Oh. Do you even need to ask or ask me again later? That's a hard one, man. The pragmatist in me says, do you even need to ask? And then it's like, ask me. I'm going to say, ask me again later.
We can't stand by and let innocent people suffer, here or anywhere else. I'll do whatever it takes.
Then let us roll the dice.
Jeez, don't roll a 1. If you roll a 1, it's being bad.
If it's a sign you want, we shall give you one. One rousing enough to make you drive every Garlean out of Isari without a second thought. You are wary of invoking the ire of the Imperial forces stationed in Dome, correct? Know then that once we have rescued our comrade and freed Isari, we mean to liberate the nation as a whole.
I mean, that's not untrue. I'll do it right now.
You will doubtless require assurances that we are capable of achieving this, and that is only fair. Accordingly, we shall demonstrate our seriousness by depriving the Garleans of a key ally, the Kojin.
Yeah, I could definitely do that. I don't know how, but I'll do it.
What, the three of you, just like that?
I'm sorry, you clearly don't have my resume. I get it. There you go. The pose. There you go. It's like, yeah.
Actually, my esteemed colleague here will attend to it on his own. But the how of it is not your concern, only the outcome.
I love this moment. Actually, my esteemed colleague here will attend to it on his own, but the how of it is not your concern, only the outcome. The one thing is, I said earlier in one of the prior episodes, that Eorzea is my favorite cheerleader. Like, she really is. She's just constantly, she's worried about you, but also, like, she's amongst the best cheerleaders. Look at her. She goes, actually, she's using me to almost pseudo-bluff, but not really. And I'm actually, like, because I'm, like, full of myself, right? Absolutely, totally on board. Let's do it.
If we succeed, you help us liberate Isari. If we fail, you lose nothing. A simple enough wager, if you have the stones for it.
Ooh.
The little miss does make it hard to refuse, does she not?
Words are air. We will weigh you by your deeds.
Wait till you see my deeds, dude. The hype is real, man. Let's go beat somebody up. I want to beat someone up right now. Let's do it. Let me beat up some Red Kojin. I'll do it immediately. So, alone you will deal with the Kojin. If you are set upon this course, I shall give you a word of advice. 2 factions have the Kojin. The mercenaries who serve the Empire belong to the Red. Those who belong to the Blue are the traitors. They have made no pact with the Imperials, and so may be willing to aid your cause. Seek the Blue on the Isle of Becco. They are there to find a cave. The rest is up to you.
Thank you, Captain. We shall endeavor to not keep you waiting over long for your sign. Right. Then let us head for... Wait, where is Lise? We cannot leave without her.
We gotta go find Lise. I'm gonna just recommend we do it by breaking our legs. If I can, unless of course I can't jump off of it. It won't let me. Let me jump over here. Alright, wait, what are I about right here? Wow, I jumped off this last time, I had no problem, but now they'll just put invisible walls in my thing. Fix game, Square Enix, game is broken. Alright. You know another thing I just like random? I don't know what it exactly affects, but this whole Skywatcher thing, like what's the point? What is the point of knowing what the weather is going to be? I don't understand. I don't know what it means. Let's see. This one. She at the end of the dock down there. Looks like somebody's down there with red. Alright. There she is. Alright.
Tiberius? What is it? Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to wander off. I just wanted to have a think. You're worried we won't be able to live up to our promises? No, it's not that at all. If anything, I'm frustrated that I didn't think of it first. Ida and my father always had a way with words. They knew how to inspire people, how to bring them together. I'd always hoped I might have something that in me too, but I'm starting to think I don't. What am I even doing here? Lise, you... Gosh, listen to me. I don't even know where that came from. Forget I said anything. We have places to go, Imperials to fight, and friends to save. And we're not going to get any of it done by standing around here moaning, right? Right? Before we first traveled to Kiribania, I was in Limsa visiting a friend, a young child who's been through a great deal. But neither here nor there, I suppose. Anyway, on the way...
Nothing like a quick minimize. That was great. I love that. I don't know what I missed. I don't understand what... Today, man, it's cursed. It's cursed. Absolutely. Did that thing where the screen moves and, like, minimizes for no reason. So, I'm glad that happened. Alright. I don't know what... Sure. Alright, where were we?
I'll treat you one when this is over, Tiberius, too. I won't take no for an answer. What about Y'shtola? We'd never hear the end of it. Alright. Y'shtola too, once she's better. Deal? Good. Then let's hurry, shall we? We have a million things to do before then.
Ugh. Completely lost my train of thought because of that. It's alright. Alright, so where are we going? We're gonna go on the Isle of Becco. Where is Becco? Over there? You know, I think we are in just the right way to fly. Normally I would not endorse flying, but I don't see any reason for us to swim across this entire area unless we wanted to see Ushinzo, who's swimming in his boat forever, or whatever. See any reason to do that, so we're not going to do that. So that boat is totally the type of place I would randomly log out, though. I'll tell you what. Like, I understand they want to really, like, hammer in, like, hey, you can swim now. I get that I can swim now. But swimming is not fast. It's fun, but it's not fast. Not that I wish it to be fast, I'm just saying.
I think this is the Isle of Becco, though, to be honest, it looks the same to me as however many other islands around here. Rasha said there was a cave that would lead us to the village. We should search further inland.
Alright, you know should be here. Mjolnir, now that I have 108 Gashel Greens. You know, it occurs to me also, I think... Yeah, I need to get him another onion. Thing is, I don't think I even have Chocobo stables. Crap. I need to put some chocobo stables in. The thing that's funny is, so my friend Maxwell, he lives with me, and I was like, hey, you should install, I put a thing up, and I was like, you should put in, I don't care where you put it, just like reorganize the front or whatever, and put in some chocobo stables. And then he proceeded to not log in for like 110 days. So I think we're like 113 technically. And so I'm going to have to figure that out. And so eventually he's going to have a letter that's going to have no bearing on him whatsoever because he's like a billion years in the past or whatever. God knows how long ago I sent him that letter. All right. Let's see. Because Mjolnir can't get any experience. I mean, he's on the cusp, right? Like, he's on level 19. There is one level left. And then he'll finally have... Although, I'm a little confused. How is it he has one... I assume he can only get to level 20, but he has 2 levels that he can get. He has increased HP and Choco Strike. So I'm not sure what that is all about. One other thing. Is that tank? Yeah. So I originally had tank, but I respec'd him so that he could get attacker and healer, because I bought the item that respects him by accident. And when I did that, I was like, well, I might as well. And so I was like, well, damage. Because the tank thing, it's good when I was like first starting out as a bard, because he would hold aggro for me. But now it's like, I do more damage than he can hold aggro for in most cases. So, square, increase aggro on chocobos.
Is that light I see up ahead?
Okay, we're in the underwater part. Alright, this is like how you first get to the Kojin places, where you start traveling underwater.
We appear to be standing inside a giant bubble. By the 12. I think we're on the seabed.
Well, well, I thought I heard familiar voices.
Saruman Ban.
Soroban, what are you doing here?
What a curious question. I live here.
Then this is the home of the Blue Kojin.
Just so. I bid you welcome to Tamamizu.
Elise has such a derpy look on her face right there with her mouth open, like, oh! It's like one of those soy jack memes, right? I could turn that into a soy jack if I had any talent whatsoever.
How fortunate that we should find a familiar face in this place. We should tell Soroban about our situation. If anyone's here can help us, it's him.
Alright, Ginger Turtle Man, tell me all about it. So tell me, friends, what strange tides bear you to our home? Pirates, Gosetsu got captured, etc., etc. That is indeed a most dire predicament, but perhaps an opportunity for us to craft yet another profitable arrangement. Very well, I shall introduce you to our leader, Bunchin. It will be up to you, however, to present your case. You know what's funny is, because I haven't... Hang on. Isn't... Reputation... Yeah, the Kojin I have no work on. Dawn Trail, and there's one for Endwalker and the other one, and I haven't done those ones at all. And the Pelu Pelu, I could not give any less cares about. If it were up to me, they would just like Aroma Reborn just the Dawn Trail areas and just make them more interesting. That's what I would do. Just redo Dawn Trail, mulligan it. Just pretend it didn't happen, and then just go on from like Endwalker to whatever Evercold's supposed to be.
Welcome, guests. Gratitude to you for aiding Soroban in his negotiations.
We thank you for your hospitality, honored elder. Pray forgive me my brevity, but I wish to discuss an urgent matter.
That's right, we intend to raffle stomp the Red Kojin,
So, you seek to compel our Red Brothers to forego hostilities for a time.
That's right. We know your two clans have your differences, but what with you being brothers and all, we thought you might be able to share some secret knowledge or something?
From far above, you have journeyed here in search of our wisdom. You shall have it. All creation is a tapestry, through which the divine is interwoven. Kami are legion, and they can be found in the great and the small. Though they come and go as they please, they favor certain vessels. The ancient, the precious, the exquisite. We Kojin covet these vessels, these treasures. We go forth and bring them home to keep them safe and bask in their divinity. They bring prosperity and joy to us and our children.
So I just noticed something based on him doing what he's doing. The Kojin shells aren't attached to them. They're just like a backpack they all wear. Look at how he's got straps on. They both do. They all have strapped on. The shells aren't attached to them at all. Where do they get them from? Why do they all wear one? It doesn't matter. It's just like a little, like, weird thing.
Yet, how are we to seek these treasures above if we made enemies of the Garlean Empire, powerful and far-reaching as they are? Wiser to join with them. So resolved the Red Kojin.
Cautiously and carefully, for the Garleans are blind to the divine, nor will they suffer their subjects to see. So the Red masquerade as mercenaries who seek money and power, and never speak of their faith in the presence of their masters. To honor the divine, they deny it. A twisted and misguided path.
Aye, aye. Kami will not abide such foolishness. This they shall learn to their sorrow. While our red brothers live by the sword, we blue Kojin uphold the old ways, engaging in trade and valuing peace. Alas, men distinguish not between our clans, and judgment for the doings of the Red falls unjustly upon the Blue. Thus do men grow more and more reluctant to deal with us, denying us our treasures. This cannot continue.
Sweep the leg.
On that point, we are in agreement. You are willing to aid our cause, then?
There is a way that the Red may be driven to retreat into their shells. But to share with you this knowledge is to reveal secrets of the divine. Assurances must first be had, trust forged, a bargain struck.
Can I go fight something big? I could do that. You want to fight something? I gotta fight
Well
something right
said,
now.
Elder. In great crises is great profit to be had.
Delight not overmuch in such things, Soroban. Now, tell our guests what must be done.
As you wish.
Well, I've no idea what we've gotten ourselves into, but so far so good, right?
I can vibe with Lise because she's not like a super strategist or some sort of brilliant mind or negotiator. She's just like, I hit things and it works out sometimes. And I have no idea what's going on, but I'm just here. And I am much the same. I am like slightly smarter than Lise, right? Like that's about where we're at. So I'm like, yeah, let's just go do a thing. I don't know what's going on, but let's do it. Listen well, my friends. We require your assistance with the search for a priceless treasure, the Yasakani no Magatama. This jewel, the most sacred of Kojin relics, was in the possession of Hingashi, until they decided to present it to the Garleans in a gesture of conciliation. The Red would not abide this, and so they plotted to seize the vessel, bearing it to their imperial masters. Alas, though they succeeded, as ensuing chaos, the Magatama was lost to the sea. We wish to recover the sacred jewel before our brothers. However, were we to come into conflict with them, it would be problematic. Therefore, we turn to you.
So you want us to search the ocean floor for this treasure of yours? I'm not sure how we're supposed to do that without,
Drowning? Fear not. There is a ritual I can perform to imbue our bodies with a powerful blessing. But first, you must prepare offerings to the sea. I require twisted ruby coral, several fist-sized sea snail shells, and freshly harvested unikuyu carapace.
That's quite a shopping list. I will see about the shells. At least can look for the coral. Tiberius, would you go find the unikuyu and relieve it of its carapace?
Yeah, I can go do that thing. I don't know what it is, but I'll do it. Who we got here? We got a guy. We got a guy right here with a weird name. Level 70 paladin. Kitty paladin. My friend was a paladin cat once. He called himself a pally kitty. And I think we're in much the same way. Alright. Mjolnir. Let's go. Oh wait, it's right up here? Sick. Isle of Becco. It's above us, isn't it? Wait, right here. Woo! Oh, right here? Is it right here? There's Eorzea, there's Lise. Yeah. It'll take longer to get here than it would be to kill those things. Well, I remember the times when I could just, like, hit things really hard and just win, like, instantly. Alright, wait a minute. I'm getting turned around. I'm looking down. Okay, there it is. I'm like, I got myself turned around and I just got lost. I need an adult. Help me. Alright. Alright, Saruman. Well, have you the Unikyu carapace? I do. I don't know what you want it for, but I got it. How splendid they are. The kami shall be most pleased, I am sure.
I got it. I got the ruby coral you wanted. And this is the sea snail shells. They're about the size of my fist, though I realize now they may have meant yours.
These shall be more than suffice for our purpose. Next we must make ready to present them to the sea and perform the ritual. Once it has been completed, you will be able to move freely through the depths and find the Yakasani no Magatama.
Out of curiosity, how large is the sacred crystal of yours? Unless it's too far large for the carry to the three of us, how are we supposed to even find it? The Ruby Sea is not exactly small.
Surely you realize we have been searching this whole time. The area we wish you to explore is but a small fraction of the Ruby Sea. Already we have scoured most of the seabed near within our territory, to no avail. All that remains is the region to the west. The shellless of the Sui no Risato can provide you with better guidance than we. You would do well to visit them first.
Shellless? You mean Kojin that aren't the only ones living under the sea?
Of course not. The Rayan have been here for as long as I can remember. Shiosai, the overseer, I believe, can tell you more when you arrive. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. We have yet to carry out the ritual. Alright, so get your weird space magic so that I can breathe underwater. Are you ready, my friends, to explore a world unlike any you have ever known? Then let us go to the western part of the village, where the water twists and turns, and there are completed preparations for the ritual. That is pretty dope aetheryte, although it's got like some stuff growing on it. Should work on getting the barnacles off that. Alright. Going to get the ritual. Eorzea.
He dove into the water a moment ago and said he'd wait here until he returned.
Okay.
It is done. Your offerings have been given to the sea. The ritual can begin at last. Come and stand before me, my friends. Yes, yes. Listen to my words, and let all else wash away. Listen to my words, and feel them flow into your heart. At first a trickle, then a flood. O Kami of the fathomless waters of the fallen, the ascended, the flowing, and the becalmed, caretakers of the shallows and of the depths, receive of us our meager offerings, cleanse these ones of earth and stone, and grant them your blessing, that they might drink deep of the divine. The ritual is complete, my friends. You may now breathe in the depths as you would upon land.
Sorcery.
Strange. I don't feel any different. Are you sure it worked?
Guess you'll find out, won't you?
Reasonably. The blessing does have its limits, of course. While it will allow you to dwell in the depths, it will not help you traverse them.
I can swim well enough. How about you, Eorzea?
Oh, like a fish, in contrast to my doggy-paddling brother.
Trash talk while he's not here, that's shade, Eorzea.
Somehow, the boy just isn't very buoyant.
Oh, that was a good pun. That was a solid pun. I like that. That was a good pun.
Skilled or no, your bodies are ill-suited to the sea. Your cause demands alacrity, and you shall have it. But first, let us take to the water.
I do feel like they should have done more with being able to swim underwater, but it's still not. It's not bad. It could just be more. You know what I mean? It is cool looking though. Like, there's no doubt about that.
Incredible. I could swear I was breathing air.
Now I shall summon for you noble steeds of great strength.
Could you imagine if you didn't have mounts underwater and you just had to run the whole way, like swim the whole way? Imagine swimming like 20 football fields or something like that. You'd get so tired.
Wow, look at them! I bet they could take us all the way to the deepest depths of the sea.
And so they may. After we've won over the Confederacy, rescued Gosetsu, and liberated your respective homelands.
Should you become parted from your steeds, return to me, and I shall call them again. Take care, my friends, and may the Kami speed you on your way.
We'll find that treasure in no time, come on!
So much enthusiasm. You don't have to be that loud. We're alright. We'll make it. We'll find the thing and we'll do the thing. That thing's gonna eat me. Look at him. The way he's looking at me, he's gonna try and eat me. I was in Babu Jabu's belly in Ocarina of Time. I know what's up. Diving life. Owing Sorba's blessing, you may now dive in the deep water and stay submerged indefinitely. Underwater settlements like Tamamizo and Suino Sato can be accessed via circular portals. To leave deep water, you need only swim towards the surface. Conversely, to dive into deep water while swimming, press B. Alright. Should you become separated from your steed, speak to Soroban and Tamamizu and mount is Striped Ray. Alright. So then the question is, where are we going? Alright, I don't need this, but that's alright. I don't need I don't need instructions to know how to rock, alright? This isn't even that far. I remember this place, I don't remember what it was for, but I remember coming here. I just don't remember why. We're doing a bunch of quests in here, but I have no recollection as to what I was doing here. It was like a side quest or something.
This must be Suino Sato, the rain village Soroban told us about. Right then, let's see if they can't help us find Kojin's missing jewel.
Alright. You're not for underwater emotes, alright.
If this is Suino Sato, then Shoyosai, the overseer, should be around here somewhere. I dare say that the locals will be able to point us in his direction. Though now that I look around, I get the distinct impression we are not welcome here.
Maybe you're not. People love me, man. I'm great. Hang on. There was somebody here that I did a big quest chain for. There was like a person and like a copy of a person, like they were pretending to be somebody. I think it was whoever, like there was a quest in the top middle of this area. And then like one was pretending to be somebody else or something like that. I forget exactly. Living in this bubble seems really impractical also, by the way. Well, it's gotta be top mid, right? Yeah, there was like... It's not that guy. Yeah, like the person's there or something? I'm trying to remember. But there was definitely like one where like they were laying on a bench or whatever, and then it was a whole thing.
So, this is our man?
Leave this place and never return. We have no need of wide-eyed wanderers.
Sorry, I didn't mean to stare. My name is Lise, and these are my friends, Tiberius and Alize. We're looking for the overseer of Suino Sato, Shiosai. That's you, isn't it?
The Kojin of the Blue sent you hither, did they? I am no overseer, nor ever would I claim to be one. I am the High Priest of Shisui of the Violet Tides, Shiosai.
So you are the man we're looking for. Great. We need your help. We're looking for this jewel called the Yasakani no...
Stop. I will hear no more. We will suffer no outside troubles from our sanctuary, especially as those of would-be treasure hunters. Trip trip. Thing's adorable. Quiet, Isobe. There will be no dango for dinner. Ahem. I can do naught to aid you. I will say it again. Leave this place and never return.
At the very least, sir, you might condescend to tell us of your village, and why you have loathed to show us even the most basic courtesy.
Shui no Sato is our sanctuary. Under the benevolent leadership of the Ruby Princess, sovereign of Shisui, we enjoy humble yet fulfilling lives. But it was not always so. Long ago our forebears were driven from their ancestral lands. Beneath the waters they sought refuge from the ravages of war, and here they flourished. All of who we are, our culture, our traditions, was born of the sea, as was I. Though we have engaged others in diplomacy, it has ever been with the utmost caution. Isolation and independence are essential to preserving our way of life. So it was when Doma fell nearly 25 years past. The Ruby Princess, in her wisdom, decreed that we would take no part. As it were, so ever shall it be.
Forever and ever apart. Forgive me, I understand now why you highly value our way of life, and how you will suffer none to endanger it. You may be assured that we have no desire to do so, and I would hope that we have given you no cause to assume otherwise.
You have not, but this changes nothing. Regardless of your intentions, it is not my place to break with tradition. I must consider the wishes of all who call Suino Sato home. For me, to defy their will and permit outsiders to remain would be a gross betrayal of my responsibilities. Please do not ask this of me.
Thank you for your time, sir.
No, the Ruby Princess, there was a whole quest line with the Ruby Princess, like, rescuing her. I don't think it was MSQ, but it might have been. I think it was a side quest, if I'm not mistaken. Weird. Hang on. There's a path up there? Hang on. I know I already did it, so maybe it probably won't show up, but gotta go up to the top of this mountain here. I just need to know. Oh, this is like a little thing. There's nothing here, it's just a lie. Ah. Break my legs. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. She was like asleep or something, and then there was a whole thing. I don't know.
And so it continues. Another village, another deaf ear. Clearly Girabani was not the only place with walls. I'm starting to wonder if it was all a huge mistake. Gosetsu couldn't have known that it would take this long. I only hope he's still alive.
Are we just... Okay, let's say. What are we doing? We're lingering on that quest complete for a long time. Meanwhile, in the tavern of Isari. This dude again? Oh, Gosetsu having a bad day. In fairness, he's tied up. It's not fair.
I tire of this filthy tavern, and its still filthier clientele.
'Tis scant reward for your treachery, aye. A painted woman of your rich experience deserves a better class of customer.
Oh, name-calling. Is that what we've been reduced to?
In fairness, you kind of have him tied up and kicking him on the floor by the like idiot that you have working for you. So I mean, like, it's fair.
Orphan of the Nayuri. Widow of Sashihai. What joy it must have brought you to be revenged upon us all.
Oh, she took that personally. She mad about that one.
Not enough. Not nearly enough.
Yasu's character is interesting. I like the dynamic way that her character unfolds in Stone and Blood from what I remember of it. The neck thing is a bit much, but you know, whatever.
My appetite for your agony is as an abyss. Bottomless. Insatiable. Before you die, you will cry and beg and prostrate yourself upon the earth. You will crawl on your belly through the muck and the piss and debase yourself for my amusement. All of you.
Who peed in your Cheerios, lady? Gosh, take a break, alright?
But you think you are made of sterner stuff? Rather than have him beat you, mayhap I should have my oaf go and fetch your master's head. Oh, poor, poor Lord Kayan. Kami rest his soul. Noble leader of a fallen nation. A fine puppet he made for the Viceroy. For a time.
Oh, she is trying to push his buttons.
25 years he was content to serve his masters as a dog. And then everyone had to rise up and get themselves killed. Tell me, how did it feel to fail him that day?
She got
to
them
live with
crazy
the
eyes, boy.
disgrace of his death.
Just real talk, if you have a significant other and they ever look at you with these eyes, you should not be with that person. You should run. If you have to, go hide in a cabin somewhere. Just, no, 0% of that. 0% at all.
Not that you were a stranger to living with disgrace, of course. In the what was it? 25 years since you were humiliated and tossed into an imperial jail? You had plenty of time to get used to it.
Is that what that word is? The G-A-O-L is jail? What? Man, I am not versed enough in like, just words to do this series, clearly. It's like, what?
Oh yes, I heard the stories. About the samurai who would do anything to return to his master's side, even if it meant pledging his blade to his sworn enemy. They say he walked with death, that he slew 1,000 men in the Empire's name. Truly a tale for the poets.
I don't remember any of this about Heian, so I'm not sure if he's telling a lie or if it's just something he's just not proud of that he doesn't talk about later.
I do not deny my sins, but I will not be reproached by the likes of you.
Oh, I mean not to reproach you, but to praise you. You're a survivor, samurai. Just like me. So, let us not dwell on the past, you and I, and instead give thought to the future. To wit, I would ask you again to help me resolve this vexing matter of Dorma's missing heir. Living or dead, it makes no difference, really. But the Garleans are most insistent that we put this problem behind us. And I know you helped him flee. So tell me, what became of Lord Heian?
He's right behind
to
you,
my
Stab.
dismay, the details escape me at present. Mayhap your dog could jog my memory.
Get on with it, and mark me, brute. There is no limit to how far you can fall.
Of all the bloody stupid... Oh! When I get back to Eorzea, I'm gonna find that little shite, and I'm gonna make him pay.
I know he ain't talking about me. I can't wait to meet this guy again. He's having a bad day, and it's all because of me, and I couldn't feel better about it. That guy with the specifically not Gosetsu. Gosetsu's having an all kind of different bad day. Alright, so Gosetsu's having a bad time. We still haven't solved our problem, but we can go underwater now, and that's pretty cool. So, with that, I mean, I think that's a good jumping off point. So, with that, till next time.